So here we are in the dev server again, guys, and today we're gonna take a look on all the actual changes that we had, not only the new map. Of course, I already did a video covering the new Falklands map, and now we are here to try to see the real differences that we had. Why? Jesus Christ. The real differences that we have, right? So yeah, I'm just going to waste the missiles here because I cannot make them stop locking. But the idea here is to use the data mines made by Zabi to actually take a look on the changes that we had, because there are very small changes, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if this patch gets an elongated dev server beyond, Monday next week, just because of that. There are so many bugs, so many things that need to be fixed that I hope Gaijin takes their time to actually fix them all. So, yeah. So, yeah, the first one is this. I don't know if you can hear it, but now this vehicle has its own engine sound. So that's a small change. But it is very interesting nonetheless. These little changes, of course, always make it up to be, a little bit more, I don't know how to say this. Like, it's fun, but nobody kind of pays attention to too much because it's kind of hidden, right? It has a very weird engine sound even. Look at this. Jesus Christ, it looks like a V8 or something. A very different sound. So yeah, this is the first change that they had. Another change is on the Comanche. The Comanche actually got its proper RCS, sorry, NIR, signature, basically. We're gonna do a proper video testing because I'm waiting to do some tests before that, but anyway, it should be stealth now. Okay, we're gonna do a video about it, so you can check it out later in the channel, and let's see if this thing actually will become proper stealthy, because in the dev blog it was saying that it was supposed to be stealth up to the ranges that the weapons kind of work. So it will probably be some form of stealth here. Probably it will be working. Okay, so we are gonna test this, don't you worry. But yeah, stealthiness actually was added for the Comanche. Of course, if you want to help the channel, link is in the description for the PayPal. Okay, guys, you can still help it out. There are people asking me if they can, still help it out and stuff. You can, guys. We did hit our goal, but I didn't yet buy the GPU. So yeah, if you want to help it out, link is in the description. Okay. I'm not gonna actually show this in a test drive because for some reason I'm having crashes every time I test drive a tank or a vehicle, ground vehicle. But they changed the camera of the Spyder, and they also changed the amount of missiles. Now it actually can take 8 missiles instead of the the other ones, the like 4 ones that they had before, right? So they're still not really ready, and the Python, I don't think, is still like has some form of in between to be ready stat card basically, and the Derby's doing a weird launch thing, so it's still not ready, but it's getting readier, which is pretty cool. Then we go for some other changes that include, for example, an introduction of a higher fire rate for the SA5, which is pretty good. The missile is pretty much the same, so yeah, it's not fixed, but the model itself, I think, got a little bit better as well, and the rate of fire is better as well. Now, another thing that is pretty interesting, guys, is that they actually changed the whole parameters of the Iris-T missiles. So here we cannot like properly see the missile itself, but you can already see that in the stat card now it has a maximum overload of 40 Gs, which is very weird because if you go to the Swedish one, it actually has, let me show, click the wrong button, 50 Gs. So I don't know, like, what is going on here. Maybe it's a heavier missile, I don't know, but there are a lot of people complaining about this. Of course, it's still work in progress, so don't mind it too much. I think it's not really fixed yet. But yeah, they basically nerfed the missile. They increased also the maximum speed by around 10 meters per second, which is very, very small. They also decreased the seeker warm-up time. They had an increase in some other things like the FOV of the missile initially. They adjusted the autopilot of the system, and so overall it's just kind of a nerf, kind of, I think. I would assume, right? While in the other Iris-T, basically there was another nerf, because the other one was also a higher G limit before. If I'm not mistaken, it was also 60 Gs, and now it's 50. So it's intentional. I don't think it's a bug or anything. They decreased the maximum speed to 710. Before it was 1,000 meters per second. So overall, it feels like they are nerfing these missiles. What I mean about nerf, of course, always remember, they are fixing these missiles for what they have of numbers. So it might be wrong, it might be right, we don't know. I don't know, actually. You might know, but I don't. But in a general sense, when I say buff or nerf, when they are fixing it, it means they are working on it, you know, it means that they are changing it up. So if they are changing it up to be better, I call it a buff. If they are changing it up to be worse, it will be a nerf. Although some people might complain that I say these words because they are actually fixing the missile, because the missile is not ready yet, but they are, you know, improving or making it worse, right? So to help it out, you understand, I always say nerf or buff, just for you to understand. There are some people that complained a little bit about that in previous videos, so I really wanted to get out and say that. Okay, so yeah, Iris-T SLM and the Iris-T, the normal one, SLS, apparently are nerfed, I think. Also very interesting, right? And that's kind of pretty much it, guys. Apart from the stat card, let me show to you guys, of the French NFA over here. Oh no, it's not here in the game yet, but I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. That has the external fuel tanks on it, so I hope they actually add this type of thing, because I don't think he can. Oh, he can. Oh, it's not working. Hold up, it might be working. I gotta see this. I love these drop tanks that are wingtip tanks, basically. They're not really drop tanks, are they? They might be. I love the ones in the F-104s in real life. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, it looks amazing. Yes, finally. I don't know if the other F5s can do this, but I never noticed at least. So you tell me if there's a possibility of this. So they actually added a stat card with it. So I was wondering if you can. But yeah, you can with the NF5, which is pretty good. But yeah, guys, basically this is it. Not a lot of changes. Of course, the main one, I think it's the Comanche and the Iris-T. The Comanche, like I said, will have a video very soon, okay? And expect the Iris-T for now to be worse. And I just forgot to mention, guys, apparently it's been confirmed that we're gonna have AIM 20C5s in the Eurofighters. So yeah, that's gonna be scary. This is already one of the best aircraft in the game. And with that missile, it might actually surpass maybe the Rafale as the best aircraft. They are already kinda very close together, right? So yeah, interesting, right? See you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you want to help the channel, of course. And me personally, yeah, it's not a drop tank. See, you cannot drop it. I was right. So if you want to help the channel, you can always hit the like button, subscribe, and also donate with PayPal if you want to. Okay, see ya, guys. Bye.